Hey guys, Credit Shifu here, and today we're going to be talking about some cool features of the Capital One cards that you may not have thought about. Well, one cool feature in particular. So in addition to having no foreign transaction fees, which is awesome and quite unusual for an entry-level card, and also having very small minimum credit limits. So for example, you can get a Capital One Platinum card with a $300 credit limit. It's great for someone who's just starting out or someone who has bad credit and they can't get approved for large credit lines. They can get approved usually for one of these cards. But there is another feature that I want to talk about today that's kind of cool. And this is just sort of a light, fun video. I'm not going to be like giving you stats or telling you how to use miles and points or how to get value out of it. This is just for fun. So Capital One actually has a feature that allows you to put your own image onto their credit card, and you can see here, I'm kind of covering it with my hand. This is actually me and Mrs. Credit Shifu's wedding photo on a Capital One card. Let's flip to another photo of that. You can see it a little better, blurring out the information there. So that's actually our wedding photo, and you can do this on Capital One's website, and it's a really cool service that they provide. So let's take a look how it's done. Okay guys, so when you sign into your Capital One account, this is the screen that you get. I've just got one credit card with them, the Platinum MasterCard. I assume if you had more, there would be more accounts there. Anyway, click here, View Account, on the one that you want to use. And you can see here, no transactions. I don't use my Capital One card very much anymore. But anyway, you see More Account Services. So click the little plus here. And under Account Settings, you're going to go to Change Card Image. Click on that. First of all, you get brought to this page with these cute animal photos that you can add to your card. Little cute dogs, horses, ladybug, whatever. And so these are like the stock photos. You got all these beaches. Look, there's a beach with a palm tree, which is kind of like the one that Credit One copied for their card. Also, you got solid backgrounds. I don't know why anyone would want that. Oh, look, it's a black card. That's kind of cool. Anyway, but what I really want to draw your attention to is this Upload Your Own Photo tab, where you can actually customize your card. And so here we go. I've actually pre-uploaded a few photos, but let's just click on Upload Image, which is what you have to do. And basically, you can choose a file from your computer, and you choose several files, and you can upload them, and they stay in the website, and then you can flick back and forth between them. First of all, let's click View Guidelines, because there are some pretty strict guidelines for this. It's pretty funny, actually. And I'm going to show you a few images that would not be allowed and a few that would. So I'll read out the guidelines to you. First of all, there's 3 written in bold that kind of summarize all of it. So no copyrighted material. So it can't include anyone else's logo or a photo that was taken by anyone else or anything that's copyrighted, basically. No cartoons, whatever. Trademark material, so logos of stuff, you know. And then celebrities, public figures, athletes, or cartoons or anything, because that's all going to be copyrighted too, all right? Or you can't put people on there without their consent. And then there's some kind of funny ones down here that are written in normal print that are kind of more of an explanation of the first 3. But, you know, children have to be completely clothed, for example. You know, there's a lot of pretty psychos out there. The addition of numbers or text. The top one here, nothing that includes non-English text, because I guess, you know, the person approving your design might not be able to read stuff that's non-English. You wouldn't want stuff on there like promoting jihad, for example. No ISIS flags. Anyway, so no political, religious, or anti-religious statements. No drug use, that's kind of obvious. Underage use of alcohol or tobacco. Nothing provocative, lewd, or sexual. No flags of any kind, national, state, or organizational, which is kind of harsh because that rules out the American flag, which I don't see why that would be anything wrong with having the flag of our great nation on a credit card. I can understand for the flags of other countries that are kind of hostile. For example, if you were working as a cashier and you get handed a card that's the flag of Iran or North Korea or even a Nazi German flag or a communist flag card, for example, you might feel a bit threatened by it. But the flag of our great nation, which stands for democracy and freedom, I don't quite understand that. Maybe if you're going to other countries, because the card does have no foreign transaction fees, maybe if you use your American flag card in Iran, you could get some problems. I don't know. No firearms, no profanity, no reference to Visa or MasterCard, no money from any countries, which is kind of unusual. No content that could lead to identity theft, names or trademarks or anything. Anyway, whatever. So let's look at a few designs. So initially I thought, well, if you're putting a design on your credit card, you could just use the design of a better credit card. There we go. We have a Capital One Platinum. Pretty cool. Or what about this? Let's use the president. Look, it's a Trump card. Obviously, this wouldn't be suitable. Because he's obviously a political figure and you're not allowed political figures. Also, the card is, the picture is copyrighted. I got this from CNN. So even if you'd taken your own picture of Trump, that still wouldn't be allowed because he's a celebrity, so you can't put it on there without his permission, and he's now a political figure. Alright, what about this photo? I took this myself at the New York Car Show, but there's a problem. The car is a Ford, it's got the Ford logo, and in the back you've also got the Nissan logo, so I think that would probably not get approved by Capital One's people who have to approve it. So basically the rules are so strict, they basically limit it to a family photo with children that are fully clothed, of course, a still life, maybe a bowl of fruit that you took yourself, a landscape or a cityscape, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you could get away with. So I put this photo of Mrs. Credit Shifu and Baby Credit Shifu. That should be okay, right? Oh, wait a minute. There's a flag in the background. Now, I don't know. Maybe that would get picked up by their people, but it is in the background, so I'm not quite sure. But just to be safe, let's change it to this one. I'm sure that would be fine. And we can have a look. We have some landscapes. Here's a picture of a mountain that I took in Switzerland. I'm sure that would be okay. We have this cityscape too. Taipei 101 used to be the tallest building in the world. I'm not totally sure whether this one would be okay because that building, its likeness is actually copyrighted. But since we're in America and the people approving the design are in America, they probably wouldn't know that and you'd probably get away with it. So guys, what do you think about all that? Comment below, what image would you put on your card? You can reply with something serious or something silly and stupid that probably would never get approved by Capital One's employees. Just, you know, have some fun with it. We'll be back in a few days with a serious video about how to use credit card points to maximize your travel and all that kind of stuff. But for now, we're gonna say bye. Please subscribe if you're new and give this video a like. We'll see you next time.